All right. Well, I know I haven't posted in a while, but I've been busy back there with the Razor 900. But I just kind of just get out here when I can, do what I can. So, but we are in full swing of Mud Nationals prep. We've got a week and a half, basically this weekend and throughout the week and next week. We're gonna try to finish up with Kevin's today. He just needs actually quite a bit. We're putting wheel bearings, upper and lower ball joints, rebuilding the brake calipers, a new master cylinder, and all new brakes all the way around. So that's what we're doing on his. I got rear bushings and bearings in the rear of mine, along with a new USB charger for the iPod and phone. And this is that project I've been working on. Like I said, I didn't film any of it just because I was just doing it when I can, and I was all over the place all over the time. But man, this thing is a huge difference versus when they brought it in. So what I ended up doing on this thing was, like I said, it sat for about a year or so, and everything kind of seized up. One of his main thing was the transmission shift cables was seized up, so we put a new one of those on there for him. Everything shifts fine in the transmission now, new oil and everything. We have a full service, spark plugs, air filter, belt, which the belt made a big difference. Everything's shifting fine now. Takes off smoothly, no more jerks. New brakes all the way around, a new axle in the front here. Put a new solenoid and switch on his winch. Trying to figure out some of the wiring and stuff, because he didn't wire it up, the previous guy did, so I'm trying to figure out where all the wires and stuff go. All of his wheel bearings felt tight, so I didn't mess with those at all. He had a new bushing and pivot bolt on the front there. Kind of adjusted his door there, so now everything opens up and closes fine. Well, let's see. New throttle cable, because the throttle cable, as you know, was the main problem with it. It just would not, it was just completely seized up. Got two brand new Odyssey PC 925 batteries underneath there. Dual, wired up in parallel. His new oil filter, new oil. There's Kevin to come get his Razor that we're working on right now. 32.5-inch Outlaws, so we put on 32-inch Terminators to help with the smooth ride and stuff. But yeah. Oh, and these are his rear brake pads if you want to see those. Actually, them all, every one of them was completely worn out. But he's coming to get it. Say hey, Kevin.
Hi.
Alright, so we got two different things going on here. Kevin is rebuilding his wheel bearing because when he pulled it out, it completely fell apart. So he's putting all the ball bearings back in there so he can put the outer race back in there to pound it out. I am rebuilding his brakes here. I don't know if you guys know how to do this or not, but he got a rebuild kit, which is all these parts here. Basically pull out your cylinders, which are these. We'll wet sand these down, make them nice and smooth again, and the new seals to go back in here. But you finish pulling this one out, there's a seal down there, two seals. You got the thinner one on top, thicker one on the bottom, and once you do that, you'll grease them up, put them in there. Your pins, you'll grease those up, clean those up, wet sand these outside where the brake pads go, grease those back up. Kevin just dropped something, and we'll go from there. So I'll finish pulling these out and pick back up.
How's the other side look?
Oh.
Good?
Yep. Just come on over this way when you get up on there.
That way?
Yeah, this way when you get up on it. Kevin, we got yours done. Put on new brakes, new ball joints, new wheel bearings, rebuilt the calipers that you saw, greased everything. These are the rear brake pads that I've dealt. I said in kind of another video on everyone else's stuff. So I got a whole lot of metal here. These were Kevin's. Still had it for him at least a couple more rides on them, but he wanted to change them. So he's ready for nationals. Now I'm moving on to mine now that everyone's done and out of here. Got Kevin's backup ride like you've seen in the other videos. So yeah, shop's a mess, but I'll clean that up. Alright, and well, now while everything is done and gone, now I can get back to actually mine and finish mine up now that everyone's happy and ready to go. All I'm doing on this one is the brakes are fine for this ride, so I'm just going to change out the wheel bearings, and I got the Garage Products bushings and everything like I kind of showed earlier, but you know, they say they're greaseless, and since that's the only point on these that you can't grease, that's why I went with these, because they're supposedly the oil filled and whatever the heck they're made with, I don't know, but yeah, these seem like a really good product, and like I said, you don't have to use those caps on the hub anymore. So I'm gonna do that. This, you know, since this is the 09, it has the old style smaller hub and everything that are prone to breaking, and I think that this hub is finally now worn out because I just replaced the wheel bearing, and it already, I mean, it's a brand new wheel bearing, but it's still loose. So I do have the upgrade over here. There's the new bigger bearing, the new hub, and all new studs. So I'm gonna do that, and then just that hub, or the hub, the bearing, the rear hubs, and then also instead of running that 12-volt accessory outlet, I just got the dual USB thing to put in there. So that's really all that I have to do for Mud Nationals prep. I already did all my fluids before the last ride, and that last ride was just a week ago. So do that, kind of clean it up, check everything, and then be fine. Like I said, I got the new whips, new tires, wheels, and so this thing is just about done, ready to go. Alright, so here I am putting the wheel bearings in the rear. I already got this one in. I got the Garage Products bushings on this side. I'm going to install them on this one. And then just kind of vice versa over here. I don't have the bearing in this one, but I have both bushings in on this one here. Sorry if there's a blower in the background, you can hear it, but I got to do it this time. So all I do on that, I mean, it's your basic stuff. You grease it lightly, put it in, and there's no special thing to these, and you can almost just push them in. What it tells you to do is get like on your shot vise here, which I'm only got you propped up, so hold on a second. Put it on the bench, and then just hit it with a mallet. And there you go, you got to seat it in there. Get your rod, get that started. Just like that. There we go. There you go. So that's installed for all your bushings there. And then clean up the inside of this real well. I put some anti-seize on the inside there. Now I freeze my bearings for a couple days before I go install one of these, because the other one, let's see if this one will do it. Just like that, they're pressed in. You freeze them, everything will shrink, contract in there. Some people will heat up this. I don't heat it up because obviously you see that it doesn't need to be heated up. And then yeah, now we'll put our snap ring pliers in there. Not the pliers, the snap ring with the pliers, and these two knuckles are completely rebuilt with all new Garage Products bushings and new bearings.